I don't have my glasses with me anywhere near me. So if we just, I need my stuff closer to me. Nobody's gonna, perfect. If I get off track and I need to see stuff, I'm gonna be coming right into the lens for you guys. And you're gonna see everything that you don't want to see, all the wrinkles and pores. Okay, so I have a surprise guest today. I didn't think I would get to see you today, and I threw it out there because we missed our play date this week.
We did. We were supposed to have a play date on Friday.
Yeah.
And Staples. So.
Oh, yeah. Her daughter got staples in her forehead, so I feel like that took precedence.
It did. And then, she didn't want to go to school, and then today now she wasn't really feeling too hot either, but she went in. I'm like, you only have 2 days.
We got to dose them with just Tylenol. Give it a shot. Let them have it. Okay, so, Andrea, this is your first time at my office, too, and I'm so excited.
It's so cute. I got put in a massage chair first thing. Came in, heated massage chair, and it was so wonderful. Bed with water.
With water.
I don't understand science, but it felt good.
Science is so good. It's a water massage, and it's ultra delicious. Can you call things like that delicious?
Hi,
that sounds
Erin.
a little bit creepy. Erin!
Yay!
Hey, Erin. Okay.
Exciting.
Q&A time with Andrea. Okay, this is going to be fun because Andrea is, let's frame it. Andrea is a friend of mine from way back. 14, 13 years old?
Yeah.
And we're only like 18, so it's like a long time ago.
Really?
It's so long ago. So we were estranged, separated for no good reason other than just like humans separate in time and college and whatever. And then and we got back together.
We were reunited in a mall parking lot.
Yeah, we were, but only for like a second, and then we had to bounce, and it was not long enough, that's for sure. But that was
fun.
It was an interjection of, oh my god, I missed you. And then
I was like, gotta go.
Gotta get a piece.
Gotta go Old Navy.
Gotta go to Old Navy. So now we got reunited, and the whole, we're gonna wrap it around for you guys, but owning your own business, the surprises that happen in your life because of owning your own business and what that can do to enhance your life and your business and your family and everything, just like your spirit in general. It's so cool because now that I have Andrea back in my life, it's so much better than like even when we were in school. It's like way better than,
it's more meaningful.
It's more meaningful.
There's so much more happening.
And we have more access because we text and box all day long.
It's true.
So we get obnoxious about it, but we got back together in August to connect and renew our vows as friends.
Totally renewed our vows.
And so,
actually, I reached out to her to say, "Who's your business coach? Do you have a business coach? Because I'm trying to get a business coach." And who are you using? And she's like, myself. She's like, I'm a business coach. I'm like, oh, right. I was like, I didn't know that. So she's like, well, I'm actually not going to be moving forward with any of that until like November, but I can hook you up with someone. And I was like, no, wait till November. I don't need a business coach right now. I'll just wait till you're doing it.
And I was like, well, I guess I could do it now. So
I basically forced you into starting your business coaching
a couple months earlier.
A lot earlier.
Yeah, but it was good. It made me happy.
Yeah.
And look where we've come. So we're gonna do some Q&A with Andrea, and you're gonna get to know how awesome she is if you don't already know. Erin, you know. All right, so question numero uno. I speak zero Spanish, FYI, in case anybody ever wants to test me on that. I know nothing. What do you love about your business?
Well, I'm a photographer. For those of you who don't actually probably know, your audience.
Yeah, I should say that. She's a photographer.
Yeah, so that's what I do. I am a photographer. I'm a portrait photographer. I used to be very, specializing more in family and children, and especially newborns. That was my jam. And now I'm sort of pivoting into women's portraits and doing more like in studio, very specific types of portraits with women and children, and like generationally. So the pivot for the need for a business coach was to say, how do I pivot into this? Because people have known me in one way only and don't know me in this other way yet. And I don't know how to sort of shift my business into something new, because here I was this expert in one field, and now I'm trying to say, hey, I want to step into this new thing and be an expert here too. And so it was like a little bit, I don't know, nerve-wracking to flip over into it. So I needed some guidance.
I feel like even though you're a photographer, they're both you're photographing either way, no matter what you're doing for the genre. But at the same time, when you own your own business, it doesn't feel like that message will transfer well if you're shifting at all. Like it doesn't, when you're too close to it, it feels like they're going to get confused. I'm not going to know what to say. Like it can get very messy and cloudy. And so for those of you who have seen any photos that I have posted, like my profile picture and like, I don't know, anything that looks better than a cell phone, it's Andrea. They're so good.
Not true. How great have her cell phone pictures been looking?
Well, the Samsung
I called her out a couple of times. I was like, you didn't bring that during our session. I don't know.
I've been learning from your 8-year-old daughter. I don't know how to smolder.
Okay, she has quite the smolder. She's teaching me a few things.
You didn't bring that in studio.
You know what it was too? It was speaking to a different audience.
Yeah, like, for sure.
I had always been speaking to women who were probably in their mid 20s into their 30s that were transferring into starting a family and like maternity photos, and like that's who I was always speaking to. And then all of a sudden I'm speaking to women. Do you know what I mean? Like 60 plus. Like it's all women of all ages.
Yeah.
So it was like I broadened my market in regards to the type of people that I needed to speak to. And so at first it felt inauthentic to be like, oh, now I'm talking to this group of people where I was always marketing to
hot left turn.
Yeah. I didn't want to leave any of my other people behind, and I didn't know how to bring in the new people.
Yeah. So this is a good conversation topic for the people that are like, what does she mean? Different audience and talking to them, like what would be different about, you're talking to women still, so what's the difference? So this is a really good point of clarification for people that are marketing their business online. You need to know exactly who you're talking to. So when Andrea's talking to women who are about to be mothers and they're looking for maternity photos, the language that she uses in her posting and her copy and her emails and her videos, it's going to be talking using different words, using different adjectives, using a different like heart-centered message than talking to the women that she's now talking to, who are powerful women who own their own business or are professionals and want to basically identify with the powerful side of themselves on camera and have an image that can represent that. So you're going to be using different words, you're going to be using different phraseology, you're going to be talking on it in a different tone, and people are going to either pick up on that or not. And if they're not picking up on it, it's because they're not her audience. And if they are, they're like, yes, I hear her, she's talking to me. So that is a really important distinction.
But I barely needed to market during that time because that was where I was at in my own life. So anybody that was around me, friends and people I'd grown up with, gone to high school with, we were all in the same place. So it was like I was really just talking to friends to be like, hey, you want to get your photos done? Yeah. Like you should get newborn pictures done too. Look, I got mine done. Right. I'm doing this person who knows this person, but now with this, it's totally different. It's a completely different market of people.
And not all of the people that you were talking to are businesswomen or professionals in any kind. Like not all of them are, so it's a different conversation.
And this is more of a in my opinion, a luxury type service as opposed to the newborn. It's like a wedding photos. Like everybody wants to get their pictures done for their wedding. Yeah. Everybody wants to get newborn photos done. Those are more of like the staples of milestone photos that are supposed to happen. Where the women's portrait stuff is more of a choice. It's a decision.
I will say this. It is a decision, and it is a luxury. But
a luxury. Like, I'd love to have that done, but it's not necessary.
Okay, but when we were growing up, we had this conversation, too. When we were growing up, we didn't have, like, professional newborn photos. Like, that wasn't culturally a thing. That wasn't like, oh, when are you getting your newborn photos done? My what? I have, like,
what do you, like, the baby's in the bed and, like, just like this, and that's it. In the hospital. And that's it. You didn't get like newborn photos.
It's like, it's kind of fun. I think there's a baby in that weird
There's like maybe 5 pictures that your mom took too. Like when you were newborn.
They're so yellow and ugly. Yeah. And actually, there's no pictures of like me and my face. It's like I'm bundled up in a blanket and my 2-year-older than me sister is holding me, and you can see her but not really me. And so there's a difference. So I feel like, especially where the world is going, where the market is going with women and the empowerment and them stepping into their own, and the fact that women are opening businesses at 3 times the rate of men, this is going to be a part of the staple. This is going to be a shift, and this is going to be needed. It's going to be considered like, oh, you don't have your professional like power shot? Where's that? Like, we have business cards. I don't even buy business cards anymore. I do not order business cards. Do not ask me for a business card. I throw out business cards. Like, if somebody hands me a business card, I take their information down, store it, and toss the business card. You just wasted your money on that card. You could have just shot me, like, a V-Text or something. But same thing. It's like, where's your, like, you're going to be asked, where's your headshot? Like, as if we're celebrities or something. We just pass
Of
around
course,
headshots.
it needs to go on the website.
It does though.
Speaking, but no, honestly,
It
if
does.
you are like the keynote speaker or something, you're somebody who's coming into a situation like today. You could have posted a nice picture of me and been like, guest speaker.
If I knew she was coming, I would have.
Professional shots. Could have had professional shots.
Look who's coming in.
See?
But okay, so but like lawyers, doctors, editors, people who own their own business in any way, like spa owners, stylist owners, for
And hey, guess
salons.
what? Just normal moms
Oh,
and
yeah.
like regular people who just want beautiful photos
Yeah.
of themselves that are legacy photos of them on their own, or them with their children, or them with their parents,
Yes.
or like their mother or their sisters generationally.
So if you never took the pictures of me that you took of my professional shots, they're so amazing to me. If I never had those, I would still look at the pictures you are taking of women in powerful ways, like powerful poses and things. I would look at that and say, I wish I had that so that my kids could say that one day their mom was beautiful. Or look at my mom, she was really strong. Or she was powerful. Or I remember her appearing like that, looking in charge or looking in control. And now I do have those shots. And my kids will, like my daughter will, you know, she's a little girl, so she's 12, not that little. So she'll be real critical of which one she likes the best and why, but in a good way, like in a real honest way. Like I don't like that because that doesn't really feel like you. That doesn't feel like your face. Nor like this is
kids are so honest.
But and I love it. And so
I should hire a kid to be a color. I should.
That's why she's dying to work
pick
with
out
you.
the
She's
photos.
begging to work with you. Just hire her.
Be like, just come in and pick out the photos of your mom that you like the best. You're the biggest critic.
But like you said, for moms, even for moms to be able to say like. Like I was a badass at one point, and you still are, but like you feel less and less so as you get older, I think. So, although I'm feeling more powerful as I get older, I am actually. But to have a photo to represent you,
too.
Yeah, for sure. So
it didn't feel like this 10 years ago.
No, I was much more insecure, shy, nervous, questioned everything, asked everybody else for advice on what I should do.
Yeah.
And now I don't care. But I also make my own mistakes and I call myself out on it. And so
I think I just have a bigger lens to be able to see what I'm doing and be able to reflect on it, like almost hover above it and make decisions and be like, I shouldn't have done that, or I should have done that.
But
I didn't have that before.
Yeah. Well, it seemed
there was
like
no inner monologue to be like, that wasn't a good idea.
Like, we should do that
again.
Where are my guardrails? But now, like, I think also the difference is that that we perceive failures as a learning tool, and they're powerful in our life. Like now we just have more ways that we know not to do something, and now we can give advice better to other people because we made those mistakes, and we can guide our kids, we can guide our peers, we can guide our friends, we can guide our clients in different ways because of the failures that we've had. So we're like, you know, I've heard this metaphor, I don't know where I heard it before, but like success isn't standing on top of a mountain of successes. It's standing on top of our failures and like still going anyway, right? These mountains of failures that have gotten us here because we keep learning and stepping on top of them and on top of them. And
that's good.
So I really like that because then you don't have to be afraid of the failure because it's going to happen. You're going to fail your
oh my gosh.
Yeah. All the way through.
So many failures along the way.
But if you look at them as like lessons, like expensive lessons even, like I just had a 5-figure lesson.
That's it.
So, look at that lesson I learned. Well, I had a more expensive lesson called college, and I didn't do that,
same.
It turns out, so.
And a master's for me, so an even bigger lesson. And then I got my, education on Google.
Yeah,
who knew?
Google University. I literally printed out a degree from Google. You can print it out, you just Google it and Google
This
it.
is a real thing?
Oh, yeah, no, I did. It's like I went to Google Images, and I printed out Google University degree. And it was like, you graduated from the degree, and I like printed out and signed it. And I sent one to a friend of mine. I'm like, we did it. We did it. We self-education, graduated. So,
I want one.
Yeah, I'm going to make you one now. So, okay, so then, I know.
So that's what I loved about my business.
Okay.
Yeah, back on track. This can be a problem.
I know. How far in are we? I don't even know.
We're going to go too far. It's going to be a problem.
Let's pause it. Ava! Siobhan. Wait, is that Siobhan? I can't see anything, guys. Remember, I don't have my glasses on because I'm very
we're both
very
blind.
smart. No, I'm not. Okay, so we don't have. Look at all those people, but I don't know. Okay, so we're gonna skip to what surprised you most about your business that you didn't think would happen as a result of your business that you never saw coming. That you're like, oh my gosh, without the business though, that never would have happened. Is there anything like that for you?
Yeah, I mean, I did not as I was saying before, like I just didn't anticipate shifting into a genre with women like this. I really didn't. I didn't see it working that way. I really thought it would be just babies and children and family, isolated away from this. I never thought it would be like these power shots of women by any means.
Especially since that's like a new genre on its own anyway.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely becoming more prevalent. I definitely see more people doing it nationally.
Yeah.
Like, even locally, there are wonderful photographers that are taking beautiful women's portraits, too. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it wasn't a thing. Yeah. So I didn't ever see that shifting into that direction.
How does it feel? What's the difference in your feeling about doing like you said, you feel meant to do this now. What's the difference in your body about like how it feels to be doing something you know you're supposed to be doing?
I just know that is something that I could super benefit from and have benefited from. It gave me such a feeling of being empowered. It made me feel so special and wonderful. It really to look back at those photos of myself made me feel really good about myself, and also to be able to see the growth that I've made in between this time, just to look at me from 5 years ago when I did those photos, just to be like,
been that long,
just to be like, wow, I've grown a lot since
and
that person, and it feels good about it. Yeah, it felt good to grow. But point being, I never saw the shift coming into working with women solely. Not that I'm not still doing like my family photos and I'm not still doing newborn photos, because I am, but this like major shift of really laser focusing on working with women and I just feel like I'm serving my community a little bit better.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Too.
I just feel like I'm serving in a way that is much different than when I was doing newborn photos.
I feel like,
I don't know why I can't pinpoint it. I don't know why it feels so differently to me. It just does.
Well, okay, let me help the audience clarify with them, because Andrea was, when she was doing wedding photography, she would be the one to connect with the brides in the beginning of the day and make them feel super special. And the feedback that she got from brides was always like, "Oh my God, you made it so special! Like you felt me, you saw me, you made it so important for me, and you captured all of my beauty and my essence and everything." And I think Andrea has a natural gift of being able to see women really well, to see them, to see who they are, and know how to capture their essence. And so moving into this, nice. It's true. No, I really believe that. And so she does it with little children too. Like she'll do it with young girls. She'll do it with like teenage girls. She'll do it with women, and they all feel like that's how I want to always look. Like she captured a shot of me. Like one of the shots you took of me, I was like, that's how I feel. Or that's how I think that I look when I feel my most beautiful. That's how I feel like I look.
But that's the feeling.
That's the feeling.
That's the reason why.
Yeah.
Is because I'm letting women see themselves in such a special way.
Which is why it feels so good to do what you're supposed to be doing. Yeah. And like knowing that, and I asked that question to Andrea because I think it's important for us to know that there's a difference between doing what you've done and doing what you're supposed to be doing.
I was just going to say too, that just flashed into my head. So, everybody thinks that their newborn's cute. Like, everyone loves their baby.
Not everybody.
Yes, they do.
No. I had a...
You didn't love your kids?
Well, when Cameron came out, I was like, oh! She looks funny. I had postpartum. It wasn't... Whatever. But then, 3 days later, I was like, I guess she's fine. And then she became, the most beautiful thing I'd ever laid eyes on. But
gosh.
I was like...
But point being...
Okay, sorry. I'm the only one.
You're supposed to be riding along with this.
I'm sorry. I have an insecurity.
Point being that when you have a baby, right, or you get your family photos, or you have pictures of your children, no matter what's happening, even if it's out of focus, people are with their own phones and their own cameras and their cell phones, are like, this is the most beautiful kid I've ever seen. Like, people just love their children so much that they don't see any imperfection in a photo when it's of their own children. Yeah. But when a woman gets their own photo done.
Good call. Oof. Yes, good call.
Then they're like, oh, I don't like this, I don't like this, I don't like this. So guess what? If I can get you to walk in and say what you just said, which majority, I haven't had anybody say they didn't like anything
that I've taken
and
they know that.
For the women's portraits. No, point being, but when you came in and you were like, that's how I want to see myself. That's how I feel beautiful. That is me. Yeah. You saw yourself too. Yeah. Not just me showing you how beautiful you are. No, so how much better that feels so wonderful. Like what a place to serve from. To say, I get to show you how awesome you are. I get to show you how beautiful you are. I get to work through some of the limiting beliefs that you might have before my camera, your fears, the things that are scaring you. Yeah. And then in the end, you get these beautiful pictures of yourself. You just feel so good.
Well, you're breaking down years and years of limiting beliefs and self-doubt and insecurities. You're able to crack that for women and say like, no, I'm proving it to you. You are beautiful. You're powerful looking. You're in charge. You are like massively worthy. And they get to agree with that. Like, and how long has it been since they ever saw a picture of themselves where they're like, I would be so proud to show that. Yeah, man, it's so good.
Because how many times in family photos, either like, I would say, there's pictures of you with your children, or there's friends, people you've seen with their children, and they're like, oh my God, the kids look so cute, but I look horrible, but that's okay.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine. The kids look cute. They're smiling. I'll just make that a 24 by 30 and put it on the wall because it's a family photo. But like, you don't feel that great in the picture. There's no more of that. That's not what this is anymore.
None of that.
You get to feel good.
It's like, okay, so for those of you who haven't seen it, like, you can go back and look at some of my pictures, but what Andrea does, it reminds me of like Vogue, Vanity Fair. Like, it's got this, like, this classic, timeless, and luxury legacy feel to it, and something that you'd be proud to see for generations. It doesn't look dated. It's not like you're wearing something that'd be like, oh, that's so 70s. Like, her shots look like so classic ever. Laura be like,
hi, Laura.
Laura Muto. Sorry, I gotta do that.
I know.
It's Schmaltz and Muto. That's
You're in my phone.
Lister! Yes!
Really.
Thank you!
Yeah.
I mean, sorry. I mean, I shouldn't get that
I
excited
love
about
my
it.
married name, but
it's fine.
I mean, when
Nobody
people
can spell
scream
it,
out
but-
Schmaltz,
Dude.
it makes me happy.
Thank you.
I know.
In a public place, Lister! I'm like, yes. So, okay.
When's that going to change?
Never going to change.
You
I'll
think?
be 85 and I'll be like, Lister, yeah.
No, not even that. When is that going to change that, like, maybe the guy takes your name?
Well, they do it in Native American cultures.
What do you think about that?
The women pass down the cultural line. It's you don't get your dad's last name, man. I know. They know. They know what's up.
Yeah, they know what's up.
You gotta go back to the time
shift
of
that
classics.
Yeah, we got to make that happen again.
Lister's a cool name. So, what was the point? Classic timeless photos and having the mother's last name.
Yes,
that's the point.
that all ties in.
I feel like that's
so. If you didn't walk away with those as your major, this is why this is not good. She wants to go live. I was like, I don't know if we can do this.
We can do it.
I don't.
We will do it.
I don't know if it can happen.
We're doing it. I will keep us on track. Sticky notes done. Okay. Do I have any other things to say? Lots, but nothing that would keep your interest right now. You guys would be so bored. You better hop off. So I'll recap with this, and I'm going to put Andrea's link there in the comments too. And if you guys have any questions about her stuff,
It's about making a shift.
It was about making your shift.
It was about changing your direction.
That's right.
And pivoting in your business, and what brings you joy and what brings you happiness, and why. There's a need for the shift. Why you have to listen.
Yes! Remember? You guys see Frozen 2, you know.
Oh my
you gotta
gosh.
listen. You can hear the call. And
All I've been doing, the siren. Somehow, this raspy voice somehow has nailed the siren. I get really proud of it. Because I have a horrible singing voice. Horrible. Listen to this rasp. But I can hit the siren like no one's business, especially in my car. And my kids are like, Mom,
that was amazing. You sound like Elsa.
Mom, that was good.
That was so good. And they're like really ultra surprised.
Yes.
Sometimes it sounds like you smoked a pack of like 16 packs of cigarettes in the morning.
Yes.
But that's what I love about you the most.
And I didn't.
I didn't.
I swear I did not smoke Marlboro menthol.
She sounded like this when she was 13 years old.
This is just my daughter has this voice.
And it's so cute.
At 9 years old, it's very
smoking Pall Malls.
Yeah, it's just me and she cranking down a carton in the morning. But anyways.
Okay. But shift in your business.
Is I can kill the siren.
Please listen to the voice that you have in the back of your head that's telling you to do what you're supposed to be doing.
To go into the unknown.
In your business.
It's true. I meant it.
In your business. In your business. And because you'll be better at doing it, you'll be doing it on purpose, you'll be able to serve people at greater scale, you'll be able to make more money from it, and you'll be happier in general, which will make your family happier and your friends and everybody you're around.
Yes.
And I need to laugh harder than I'm allowed to laugh on here, so I have to get off this live. Thank you for bearing with me. I will recap. Okay.